So we did an evangelism course at SEM, which is the School of Empowered Ministry, a few years ago. One of the nights I felt to take the students out and actually give them some practical hands-on experience. So we prayed and they worked out where they were going to go. And from there, we felt that it was something that God actually wanted us to keep doing, and it became a weekly Saturday morning thing. We really felt it was something God wanted, and so most Saturday mornings I woke up and said, God, no, just let me sleep in. You know, it's a big commitment to give up every Saturday morning. And we saw some great things happen out of that. We got opportunities to pray for people, to share God with them, and just to love people. Yeah, so when Jesus Culture came to Melbourne for the first time, we suddenly realised that there are other people doing this and we can learn from how they do it. We got the opportunity to go out with them and really experience what we felt God calling us to. Last year we were out on a city invasion, and all of a sudden I see this guy with a pram walking towards me, and I look down at the pram and the little baby is yellow, like bright yellow. Even the whites of his eyes were yellow. He went past and I went, oh, I need to pray for that baby. And I turned around and he'd gone. At that time, one of the other team members came rushing towards me and goes, did you see that baby? And I went, the yellow baby in the pram? And she's like, yeah, I've got to pray for that baby. And for over an hour, we searched and just couldn't find him. So we actually went off to the bathroom, and as we're coming out, I just said, God, if you want us to pray for this baby, you're going to have to find him, because we can't. God just has such a great sense of humour. Right at that moment, we see at the end of the corridor, the pram and the father and this little baby stopped. The entire time it took us to walk to the end of the corridor, they didn't move at all. So we got there and, well, we didn't really know what to say at all. So it was we just fumbled out, so your baby's yellow, what's with that, in a kind of clumsy fashion. And so the dad just explained to us what was happening. He actually was born with a failing liver, and without a transplant that he would die. And just the compassion that rose within us, we just went, oh look, we would love to pray for your baby. We believe that God heals, and we would love to pray. And he was just so overwhelmed and grateful that we would offer to pray. He was like, I'm not a Christian, I don't believe in that stuff, but yes, please pray for my baby. And so we prayed for little Patrick, and right there in front of crowds of people that are doing their Saturday morning shopping, we just put our hands in that pram and just laid hands on Patrick and just prayed for him, laid hands on his dad and prayed for just the peace of God to come into his life, for healing to come to Patrick. I was expecting this yellow baby to become pink and it didn't happen, and I don't understand why it didn't happen straight away. And for the past 12 months maybe, we've been praying for Patrick. Every time we think about this little yellow baby, we just say, God, heal him, give him the liver that he needs to survive. One of the girls actually was looking through the paper about a month ago, turned to the second page, and there's little Patrick, and one of the captions in the text said, 11th hour donor. And we're just like, that is so God. Right at that moment when all seems hopeless, there comes God, and this little baby got his new liver. And we believe that God had a hand in that because we were obedient and we prayed in an uncomfortable situation, in a setting where we were outnumbered, but we were faithful to God, and He blesses that.